Hey guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm so excited because I'm doing a first impressions and review of the Huda Beauty Mauve fuck. I'm doing a review on this palette. This is the Mauve Obsessions and you get 9 shades in this little palette, and so you get 5 very intensely pigmented mattes and 3 foil shimmers. So you can see I've obviously already applied it to my face, and I'm very excited for you guys to see this video because I really enjoyed filming this video and doing this look. I love these colors. I just feel like it's so wintry and yeah, I love it. So if you want to see how I created this look, carry on watching. Okay, so I got this palette off from Malo and Mo. I will link it down below. I think it's only available to people that are living in South Africa, but if you live overseas, I'm sure there's so many shops that sell this little Huda palette. So when you look it up, it comes with a mirror, which is always a plus, especially because this is a travel palette, and you get 9 colors, and for 9 colors I paid 489 rand, but this was the cheapest that I'd seen, and they offered free shipping and it was super fast service, so I will definitely purchase from them again. So I'm going to go with a very dark grungy kind of look for you guys today. If these dogs would stop barking, that would be great. So the first color I'm going to start off with is this mauvey taupey kind of color, and I'm going to be putting this all over my eyelid and then focusing it especially near my brow bone because I want to create a very kind of smoky, you know. So I'm going to be taking my number 5 brush from the BH Cosmetics Crystal Quartz. If you guys haven't seen my tutorial on these brush sets, I will link both of them down below and also in one of the cards. So I have not even swatched this, and you do get quite a bit of kickback, which I'm not fussed about because I know some pigmented shadows generally do have a lot of kickback, but that's fine. Let's just see how it goes. Should probably peel off the sticker mirror thing because that would help me a lot so that I could see what I was doing. So because this palette only has 9 shades, you're quite limited to what you're doing. So you can only really do a berry toned or burgundy mauvey look. So I mean, I think that was the whole point of this little palette, is to, because she has I think 3 others. So there's like a neon one, a smoky one, and then like an orange and yellow kind of undertone warm tone palette. So I suppose you could get what you want, and if you wanted to go traveling and you knew that you were only going to do a mauve look, then I'm sure you could. So my first impression is that it's not as, well, this shade I haven't really tested, but they're blending out fine. That's not an issue. I'm noticing a lot of fallout though, but this shade is blending fine. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this so far, so this is good. I'm just gonna blend it up higher in my brow bone. I really don't know what look I'm going to do today. I don't know, we'll have to see. I've never owned a Huda Beauty palette before, so I don't really know what their formulas are like, but I have heard quite a lot from like her Desert Dusk, and now she's just done a remastered one. But there's like a lot of stigma attached to the remastered one, saying like why didn't you just remaster it when you first launched it, because then people who already bought the first one now have to go, and I think in America it's like $50 or $60 or something like that. Here it's over 1,500 rand. So everyone that is studying them can go and get fucked, because that's like literally half my salary. There was no way that I would pay that much for a palette, like unless I was filthy rich. But yeah, So this is what the colour is looking like. It's just a very, very grey undertone, cool tone kind of look. I think it kind of matches my nails, which is quite cool. Yeah, so far no complaints. They're blending out really, really nicely. But I think the real test will be the dark tones, because a lot of purple tones are quite hard to formulate. So Jacqueline Hill says. And now, because of all her troublesome eyeshadows, Morphe has pushed the launch date back, which I think is a blessing in disguise, because imagine if they just like shut up and then everyone starts buying these really, really affordable, meant to be good palettes, but whatever. So we'll see how these berry tones form. Even like purple hair dye just fades really quickly, and it's really hard to make. And also, I don't know about clothing, but all the purple things that I do own, they actually run quite a bit. Even purple nails, like when I had my nails done this dark burgundy color, my nail technician Paige was like, you have to put like so many top coats on it because the color just runs. And it doesn't matter which brand, but oh my god, shut up. I'm sick and tired of these dogs. All they do is bark. Like, stop. Anyway, I do know that these pan sizes are the same sizes in her normal palette, so I don't think you're being cheated with the amount of product that you get. This does say it weighs, oh no, it's in the back here. It says it weighs like 10 grams, so that's not a lot, but it's something. I mean, like I said in the beginning, if you're traveling and you do wear a lot of burgundy shades, this might be for you, but then you'd only be able to do like 1 or 2 burgundy looks, since there's only 9 colors and 3 shimmers and 5 mattes. No? Yeah, 5 mattes. No, 6 mattes. So I think you'd be limited to what kind of color, so you couldn't really do a warm one unless you bring in a warm palette along with you. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that is looking. The color is really, really stunning. There's no blotchiness or patchiness, which is always a good sign, especially with the transition shade, because you usually pack that on quite a bit. Then I want to dip into this shade over here. This is the top one. They don't have names, so I'm just gonna have to point to you guys, but I'm going to take it on a little dome brush. This is my number 7 brush from my BH Crystal Quartz, and yeah, same, has a little bit of fallout, but it's fine. And I'm just going to deepen up my crease with this color. Then I might do like a little cut crease just to see how the foils perform on the base of the concealer. This is a very, very pretty shade. And I'm going to take that same brush that I put the transition shade, put a little bit more on, and then blend the two together. And then go back in with that shade and apply some more. I think these shades are very much buildable, so I'm not having a hassle with like putting it over each other. They're still blending out really nice, which is always a good sign. There's nothing worse than having an overly pigmented product and then you put it onto your eyelid and then you can't blend it out because it's just too much. So I prefer going in with a light hand, a little bit by little bit. It may take a while to do, but I think it will honestly be worth it in the end. And then I'm going to go back and blend that color in with the transition. So yeah, blending beautifully. I think the only thing that I notice here, which happens in whenever I do my eyeshadow, whether it's my holy grail, whether it's a shit one, it always just gets caught here because I have like a little bump there. So I'm not sure if it's the bump that's causing it, which is probably because it happens every single like eyeshadow look I do. So I don't think it's the palette's problem. Then I'm going to just do a little cut crease. I always say that in my videos. I'm just going to do a little cut crease, and then I end up doing the whole thing. But I don't want to mess this up. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Catrice concealer that I also used as a base for my eyeshadow. And I'm just going to do a little one, and then maybe just do it just here. And then I might take some glitter liner and put it over the line. I don't know. I'll see how the shimmer shades also will be too much, because I know these shimmer shades are quite amazing. So I'm just gonna... Ooh. And then I'm just going to set it with this creamy shade that we have on the bottom half. It's nice that they have this, because then you can do it. So you can set things like this, and also like highlight your brow bone. Oh, it's very pigmented. Usually these shades like really aren't, but that's really nice. You guys are wondering what's going on with my skin. I don't know. I don't know. I never know what's going on with my skin, so bear with me. I will probably do a video, because I know, as I mentioned that briefly in my what I use on my skin. I don't think that what I'm using is breaking out my skin, because I've changed it and I've gone back to my old routine, and it's still, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll do a complete video on that, explaining like everything that's happened in the past like month or two. It's been crazy. And you guys are probably wondering, because I can imagine it's quite distracting. Like, I'm pretty distracted by it as well, but yeah. Anyway, let's go do the other eye. Okay, now it's time for the exciting part. Like I said, I haven't swatched these, so I don't know what the foiled shades are going to be like, and I've never owned a foiled shade before, so I'm kind of excited. So like always, I'm going to start off by applying it with a brush with no Fix Plus or setting spray to see how it performs, and then I'm probably going to end up using a setting spray, because I always do. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade over here. Yeah, it looks, let me swatch it on my hand so you guys can, oh, that is a stunning shade. Okay, let's add some on my brush. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some Fix Plus to this. I'm going to use my new MAC Fix Plus from MAC. I still have to test this out as a setting, like a setting and all that. So after this, before I start my foundation, I'm going to apply it and do a separate video on it, and then see how it goes. So I've just wet my brush with some Fix Plus, and you see. Oh yeah, always, this is, yeah, much better. That is so beautiful. Like, that's gorgeous. That's actually so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you, Huda. Thank you, Mallow and Mo. Oh, I'm so glad I picked this color. This is so stunning. I think it goes well with the color scheme. Well, it kind of has to, because it's in the palette. But anyway, so let's move on to finishing the outer corner of the eye. So I'm going to pack on this this deepest purple shade, and then I'm going to put this purple shade on my waterline, I think. So I'm just going to take this brush here just to pack it on. I'm going to take this deep purple. Oh god, it looks so pigmented. I'm just going to pack it on and then blend in with the shimmer. I've just been loving burgundies and like mauvey kind of purple colors. I think it's because it's winter, and winter is such a purple kind of, I don't know, I freaking love it. Like I got it on my nails and everything. Like how could I not? Like let's be real. And I'm just going to blend those edges with that very first number 5 blending brush from BH. So I've just applied some foundation and concealer underneath my eyes. Now I'm going to contour using my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Still can't believe how much I paid for that, but whatever. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to make my contour too harsh because this is quite a dramatic look and I'm going to be using an extremely dark lip. So then I'm going to add some blush, using my Benefit blush. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm going to take some of this reddish tone here on a little pencil brush, if I can find it. I never find my brushes. I need to do like reevaluate my life. So I'm going to take this shade, oh, it's very pigmented, and then I'm just going to smack that. You guys must please let me know if you want to see any more other tutorials, like another kind of look with this. So it's maybe like more of a red or a deep red and like a pinky kind of look. I can do that for you guys. And I'm making it quite smoky. And then I'm going to take this purple shade and blend it on the bottom lash line into my outer V. And then I'm just going to clean up on this side over here. I'm going to apply some bottom lash line mascara, and then I'm going to do some highlight, and then we can go on to lips, which I'm also very excited for. For lip liner, because I'm going to be using quite a dark color, I'm going to need to line my lips because if one fuck up with the lipstick and then it's like game over. So I recently bought one from Essence. It's quite a dark color, so I'm hoping that it kind of matches. Oops. So yeah, this is in the shade Miss You Much. It's in the shade 10. Looks like this. And let's go ahead and line my lips. That is straight up purple, and this is the color I'm using, so please pray for me. This lip line was absolutely atrocious, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to apply this. I like, see what you mean? Like polar opposites of what they actually are. Such a nice color. This is Ofra in the shade Honolulu. Love it. Then I'm also, because this lip is quite dark, I'm going to add some black liner on my waterline just to deepen it up a bit and make it more dramatic. Then I'm just going to go ahead and apply some golden highlighter. This is from my Tarte one. So there you have it, guys. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's grungy kind of deep burgundy look. I really do think this is such a gem. This is the Mauve Obsessions one, and I honestly think like they just blended beautifully. I didn't have an issue. There was a tiny bit of fallout, but it wasn't too bad. It's manageable. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to also subscribe if you want to see more of me. Please get me to 400 subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.